I'm gonna go with Ja. Ja for
Ja,
sure.
yeah,
He get to it. Yeah. That boy got that athleticism, quickness, kind of like D Rose for real.
I want to say welcome back, Ja. Proud of you, Shorty. Keep saying, stay locked in, and we appreciate you. Stay blessed.
Lamelo Ball, MB1, the one of one. You already know what it is. He had compared John Morant to Derrick Rose. We're gonna break it all down. Also, when he was sitting down with Del Curry, he let it be known that John Morant is one of the most electrifying players that he has to play against. He's one of the guys that he knows he has to bring it night in and night out when he goes up against John Morant. Listen, we all know LaMelo Ball. This man knows basketball like some others do not. He's a rare prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, he's been snake bitten by injuries and has derailed the Charlotte Hornets. But I would love to see that matchup between Ja and LaMelo Ball for years to come, which I believe we will see. We all know he's out east, one is out west. We're going to break it all down. John Morant is electrifying. Like I said, this man has returned and he's proven. This man is a box office attraction. He is, like I said, the kids love him. Basketball fans around the world love him. This man could be in the running for the face of the NBA, especially at the way he plays, his flair, his athleticism. He checks all of the boxes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, LaMelo, MB1, he was sitting down with Hornets legend Del Curry. We all know Del Curry is one half of the announced team, along with his partner with the play-by-play, Eric Collins. They do color commentation. Del Curry, like I said, the father of Steph Curry and Seth Curry. We gotta point all these things out. This guy Dell, he had himself a good career. You know, we all know what he did for the Charlotte Hornets. He's played for a couple of teams. We all know Toronto, Utah, but he Cleveland. But we all know he is synonymous with the city of Charlotte, the Queen City, and I love how he's ingratiated himself in that community. We all know, like I said, what was it in '94? He averaged 16 points the '93-'94 season. We know what he can do from 3-point range. I mean, he was electrifying, and his tutelage is just passed down. Like I said, very well loved and respected figure. He he asked LaMelo these questions, you know, in a previous sit down, which is really growing legs right about now, as we see the resurgence of Ja, and it's very crazy. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports 2 for more news updates and more, because now it's so crazy. These two are teammates, and I'm going with Ja and D Rose. D Rose clearly did not come to babysit. He let that be very, very clear. He is here to push Ja, you know, motivate him, things like that. And I think Ja has been very receptive to it. And like I said, this guy Derrick Rose knows a little something about winning. So we all know that he was snake bitten by injuries. His injuries was very severe, you know, career debilitating. It could have been career ending, you know, especially that's what a lot. Now I ain't gonna say career ending. Well, you know, Derrick Rose at times made it seem like it could have been career ending, you know, because it was a mental thing. And Rose let it be very known, you know, dealing with them ACLs. You know, he was dealing with the physical aspect, and then it was a mental aspect. So it was two hurdles, you know, to climb. But Rose in his career, man, listen, this guy, we all know what's the youngest MVP. The things that he did in the league, I mean, seriously, it deserves major props. I just want to point all that out. I don't think anybody should discredit what this man brought to the game. You know, Derrick Rose in his career, we all know what he did with the Chicago Bulls. This guy was a beast. You know, we just got to call it how we see it. Um, he if he didn't get that injury, I think that the Bulls would have at least made it to the finals. I don't know if they would have won a championship because you did have to deal with that juggernaut out there in Miami. But I do believe that they would have at least reached the finals at least once. They would have broke through. But I think Rose with the ACL and all that, it was going to be hard to overcome. He just, like I said, he came back right, but he just never was that MVP caliber. He still to this day could get to the rim at will. At times he would flash greatness of what we used to see. But at the end of the day, that thing derailed him. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. Does Ja Morant play like Derrick Rose? Because that's another thing that gets thrown out there. We sit up here. Rose was a winner. A lot of people, like I said, the Bulls was number one seed. In the era when you had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. You had Amari and Melo out there. It was a different NBA. It wasn't straight finesse how it is today. It still was a little bit of nastiness going on, in that league. The mid-range was alive. It was still that era, if you know what I mean. Real ballers know what I'm talking about right now. And like I said, we just any young guard that comes in and he's dunking, he can high fly. Oh, he's the second coming of Derrick Rose. And I think we need to slow that down. We got to remember this man was the MVP, the face of the franchise. The city loved him. Obviously, he was from Chicago, so he received a certain type of love that, like I said, a hometown love. It's hard to explain. It was almost like LeBron in Cleveland, in the Akron product. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Ja Morant is back in the fold. Ja, they undefeated when he's playing. They lost yesterday to the Nuggets. They play in a few hours. We will be live, so make sure you tune in. Ja Morant this season in a couple of games that he's played, this man is averaging 28 points, shooting 50% from the field, 16% from three. Obviously, we want to see that picked up. 5 rebounds and also 8 assists. A steal and a block. So I'm looking at the assist numbers for Ja because that's something that a lot of people, try to make it seem like he ain't really moving the ball. And we seen it last year when he played 61 games, and obviously it was right up there in the top of the East. I'm telling you now, these teams don't let Memphis get it all together, because they're gonna have Rose coming off the bench to back up Ja, and Rose is going to be able to sustain the pressure that Ja is putting on him. So I think we have yet to see the best from Memphis. We have yet to see the best from Lamelo Ball as well, because, like I said, the Hornets, they haven't given him anything to work with. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, he has to do the best he can with the cards that's dealt. And like I said, I'm gonna leave it at that. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports. I thought this was an unbelievable discussion to speak on. LaMelo Ball, let it be known that Ja Morant, the king of Memphis, is the most electrifying player that he's faced. He knows he's got to bring it. Compared him to Derrick Rose, he's cold, and let it be known all of the things that he brings to the game. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what.